In this video, I'm going to demonstrate perfect seedling separation every single time. I've developed a few specific techniques, you can call them hacks if you want, using ordinary tools, kitchen knives for instance, and bamboo barbecue skewers, which really enhance your ability to have perfect seedling separation so you can pot the strongest, most vibrant seedlings. The main point is you don't need expensive equipment in order to make this happen. You just need a little bit of patience, a little bit of touch, and a little bit of technique, which is what I'm going to show you. I'm Craig, the stand-up gardener. I'm a retired engineer and project manager. I'm a two-time cancer survivor, and I credit gardening with keeping me healthy, keeping me strong, so that I'm going to survive, hopefully for many years, using the old longevity idea, because I've developed stand-up gardening, so I'm not going to strain myself. I'm going to survive and thrive and enjoy the bounty of my own garden produce, the fruits and vegetables that are keeping me healthy, which is helping me also to keep that cancer from returning, which is always the big fear. Right now you may have just started your seeds in your seed trays. As an example, this is my second round. You have started the seeds, and what you want to do is take these delicate seedlings as they grow and put them into a pot where they're going to thrive. And that's what this transplanting is going to show you, to get from here to here. So let's get started. I'll show you the tools, then I'll do the close-ups to show you exactly how I do it. The tools I use to extract the seed balls from their seed starting trays is I use my narrow trowel and an ordinary kitchen knife. And together, these are a good combo because the kitchen knife can slide right down the side and loosen up the root ball. And the trowel has a bit of a curve in it, and it allows you to get underneath and help to lift it up cleanly so that you don't destroy any of the roots. And I'll see that in a bunch of close-ups. So this helps you to extract the seed ball from the tray intact with all the roots undamaged. Time to transplant kale. You can see they've been growing quite well. There's roots coming out the bottom of my seed starting plugs. I'm going to use my two metal tools to pull these out. I can see in this case there's two good plants. In this case there's two as well. Well, maybe three. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start in the end here, and I'm going to try and carefully pull out the seed starting plug and preserve that long root. Got to get underneath it. Oh, well, that came out pretty good actually, so I'll just pull it out and set it down there. You can see the roots are there. I'm going to do the same with the next one. They're cooperating quite well with me here. There's another one. And then the third one. So there we go. We have three seed starting plugs that we've taken out. And for the most part, you can see the white roots have been trying their best to find a spot to go. I pointed out barbecue bamboo skewers before. I use these for root tickling. In other words, you use these sharp points of the skewers to start to gently vibrate and pull apart the roots inside the root ball so that you can start to separate 2 or 3 seedlings which probably have all grown inside your root ball. What you need to do is look for the ones which have the strongest roots, try and tickle them together, they still get a little dirty, just tap them. That gets rid of any dirt. And these are a nice gentle way of initially starting to separate the roots. And then you can use probably the most important tools of a gardener, which are your hands. And your hands can finally feel the resistance as you start to pull the root ball apart. You can start to feel the roots give way and start to pull away from each other. And the key to that is because you use a nice loose seed starting soil, by pulling them apart, the soil gives way because it's not hard packed in there, and you can pull them apart without damaging the roots. So then you end up with seedlings that you can then drop into the pot. You make a nice big hole in the pot, and if you have a long root that you want to make sure gets right to the bottom, you can use these bamboo skewers again to guide the root down through to the bottom of the pot, the hole that you've made to put the seedling in. I'm showing you this as well. So this is, I like to use bamboo because it's organic and it has a bit of a rougher texture, so it can pick up the root without damaging it and help to guide it, help to move it around, help to get it into the hole you've made in the pot to put the root down so it is a vertical implementation of your seedling into your pot.
Some of them actually found a root out. Take the plants and try to separate them out. I like to use the skewers first to kind of put some holes in it to kind of get the soil looser than it is, and then I use my hands to gently pull them apart. So we'll try this first one, and for my planting I'm just going to use one pot per kale plant because kale, you can see the edges there where they actually have their full mature leaves. You can see the little kale leaves. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and pull it apart here gently. Preserve as many of the roots as we can. Oh, here we go. You can start to feel when they're starting to come apart. Oh, that's the one I want. That's the strong survivor. So I'm going to take my skewer and I'm going to put that long root, use the skewer to put it down in the hole as far down as I can get it. Give it a good chance to contact the soil, and then I'm going to pat it down. And that's what I call a successful transplant for my first kale plant. Just remember, you seed start with a lot of plants because you never know how many are going to germinate, and they kind of compete with each other. And like Mother Nature is with everything else, only the strong survive. So you want to make sure that you transplant the strongest seedlings. So it's coming apart now. You can see that. And there, that's the guy. That's the guy that found the hole. And so he's going to be the one I'm going to transplant.
So by choosing the best, strongest, best root system for each seedling that you decide to transplant, and by using the surgical technique, using the tools I've shown you, you can place them into your pots for maximum root growth right from the start, and they will be productive in your garden for the whole summer. You've earned to sit down and rest after you've done your transplanting of your seedlings. I hope it all went well for you. Right now I have my plots all arranged here, ready to go, and I'm looking forward to having several months of leafy greens for my salads. I've got arugula, red and green lettuce, I've got kale, I've got spinach. I'm ready to enjoy salads for the next few months. If you're just starting off with your seeds in the trays, I have video on how to seed start the leafy greens, seed start tomatoes with the 2 cups. I also have a subscribe button, a red button there. Please subscribe, that helps me out on my channel. Until next time.